Hello, boys and girls and sluts, whatever you want to be called. This is Taylor, and as a special gift to you today, I am not going to go off on a tangent and talk about ridiculous nonsense for the first minute of this video. Instead, I'm going to get straight into the Would You Rathers. I do apologize, though, if I have not been pumping out videos as per usual as far as this summer goes, just because in the last few days my throat's been kind of sore, not feeling 100% on top of my game, and so, yeah. When I feel better, you'll know, because videos will start coming out more. There, it's easy. Jesus Christ. All right, so on to the Would You Rather questions. First off, would you rather catch your parents having sex or have your parents catch you having sex in their bed? Okay. Um, well, I actually have a story that kind of goes along with the second one of getting caught in someone's bed. Now, I have to say it wasn't my parents' bed, but it was the girl's parents' bed. And this was, God, it was a few years ago, but the festivities were happening in her parents' bedroom, and the way the house was set up, it's like you could walk from her parents' bedroom back to her room where the usual activities commenced, and it was connected by a bathroom. And so we were having a good time, in her parents' room, and then just at the last second, we heard like creaking and like running up the stairs, and it didn't even sound like the distinct difference in sound between an adult coming up the stairs and a child, or at least even like a teenager coming up the stairs, because the teenager always seems to be like bang 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 bang, bang just like coming up really really fast, just because they're young. But it seems like there's always like a plodding, just very solemn walking for adults. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe there's some really fast walking adults out there. But I heard really quick running up the stairs, and I assumed that it was just her brother or something. And then at the last second, I realized that it was not her brother, and we managed to roll out and sprint back into the other room without being caught. And so I guess that's kind of an experience with that, because I was definitely nervous and it takes you out of the mood. But at the same time, I was scared, and it wasn't even my parents. My parents, I'd be so embarrassed if they caught me doing something like that. But at the same time, I would rather be the one in control of their embarrassment by catching them doing the deed than them catch me and be in control over my embarrassment. So I'm gonna say catch them having sex, because I would rather be the one who holds the reins on the situation. Rather be the one who can use it to. Well, I guess you can't really use that against someone, because it's like, well, get at me, dude. What? We were having sex. Who cares? So, I'm going to go with that one. Really? 39% said they'd rather catch their parents having sex. 61% said they'd rather have their parents catch you having sex. Really? You want your parent... Like, the way I imagine this is, like, I would rather walk in, see something for, like, 2 seconds and turn away as fast as I could, as opposed to my parents walking in, and knowing my parents, or at least my mom, they would walk in and they'd just be like, "Oh my goodness, Taylor, what are you doing?" And they'd like start a conversation or something, and hopefully, I don't know, I just can't trust them to leave as quickly as I would, So that's a risky endeavor on your part, internet. And next, would you rather your partner have a homosexual affair or your partner have a heterosexual affair? That's actually a very good question. I suppose I would prefer that my partner had a homosexual affair, because maybe that means that she's bisexual, and then I can get a little bit of, fun with that. That'd be awesome. But at the same time, I would want them to be homosexual, because then it would show that it wasn't really my fault. If it turned out they were gay and they had an affair and they were like, "I'm a lesbian now," I would be like, "Okay, that's fine. It took them a long time to figure this out in their life. Not my fault. They're lesbians," and most likely it would turn out, and I'd be like, "Oh my God, I'm so disgusting and horrible. I turned a girl gay," and I would think about that at first. But it's their prerogative to be gay if they want to, and I shouldn't be able to say they shouldn't be allowed to turn gay during their relationship with me just because I'm a man. They should be able to do whatever they want. But if they had a heterosexual affair, that would probably make me feel a lot more insecure, because I'd be like, "Oh, they're probably with that guy because he's like super muscular and like has an awesome job and his house is dank and he has like tennis courts in the back and he has go-karts too," and like all that kind of stuff, and I feel really shitty and inadequate. So I'd rather have them have a homosexual affair, especially if there's a stipulation here that we get to watch it. 62% said homo, 38% said hetero. That's interesting. I would have expected like 99% homo, just because, I mean, there's so much to be self-conscious about if your partner cheats on you with another dude, or if your partner cheats on you with another girl. But if it's homosexual cheating, it's like a caveat almost. It's just as bad. I know it's not excusable, but at the same time, it's like it has a built-in just softness to let you feel better about it, I feel. I don't know. I don't have experience with that, so someone else will have to straighten me out. All right. Excuse my voice. Would you rather live in a giant peach or live in a giant shoe? Live in a giant shoe. Whoever picks giant peach, like you're gonna have a great time in there until I don't know, 15 minutes in, you're sticky as shit. It's starting to get moist, and all the little bugs are starting to crawl in the top, and you're panicking, and you suddenly realize that the person living in the shoe is infinitely more comfortable. Yeah, yeah. You stick with your peach, you dumb faggot. Why would you pick a peach? No, I refuse to accept that any more than 25% of people chose peach. Otherwise, I lose faith in the internet. I can't say humanity because this is just, or I lose faith of the people of yourather.com if there's more than 25% of people who said peach. Are you shitting me right now? Are you shitting me? Are you shitting in my mouth, internet? 63% said live in a giant peach. Okay, I understand the movie, gentlemen and ladies, but at the same time, Jesus, no realistic factor here. You're not thinking about the future. You're going to bring your wife and your kids, or your husband and your kids, back to a damp, cold pit of a formerly luscious peach. That's disgusting. You're a bad person, and you're not thinking of anyone but yourself. Inexcusable. Unforgivable. Would you rather sleep in your parents' bed every night or weep every time someone tells a joke in front of you? I think I've done this one, but I'm going to say sleep in my parents' bed every night because there's no stipulation there that my parents have to be in it. I can just, grab their mattress, flip it over, bada bing, bada boom, problem solved. I'm smarter than yourather.com, and question asker. I'm sorry. And only 44% agree with me. And only 44% agreed with me on that. The other 56% are going to be taken to mental asylums because they're going to be openly weeping every time, a dumbass Arby's commercial comes on or something like that. I don't know. But, they'll just be cracking up at every unfunny tittering that they can possibly hear. Not going to be a good thing. So, would you rather snow, snow for the rest of your life or rain for the rest of your life? Definitely rain. God, actually, there's so many more activities that you can do in the snow, but at the same time, driving would be a pain. It would constantly be so cold. Oh, man. Of all the things I've been asked, I'm taking serious time to deliberate what's worth it, as far as, the best kind of, snowy adventure. I mean, I'm going to have to go with snow, sue me. I know maybe that's not a good choice because it'll be so cold, and it'll probably be cloudy and gloomy and difficult to drive, but at the same time, I could, since it would never stop snowing, I could build, a huge fortress, and not just a regular fortress, a huge fortress in my backyard, and then someone could build, attacking, armories or whatever. You could have foam swords and shit, and they could attack my big snow castle in the backyard, and I could throw frozen water balloons at them. Well, a frozen water balloon, that's just kind of like a chunk of ice. Maybe forego that plan for a second, and then just have a moat and a drawbridge and real bows and arrows. We're playing real life and death here because that's how I roll. I mean, I roll deep and I roll hard, and if you think you can play snow games with me and you're not willing to throw down a little bit of blood, then go home, motherfucker, because that's how I roll around here. That's how Missouri rolls with snow games. So I'm going to say snow for the rest of my life. Wow, really close. 52 to 48 in favor of snow. Can't argue with or say you're stupid there, internet. It's not your fault. Or my fault, Those are both pretty even. You and your sibling are kidnapped. Would you rather die and let your sibling live, or live and let your sibling die? I would live and let my sibling die because I'm honest and not a narcissistic liar who pretends to be some moral arbiter on the internet on yourather.com. Okay. Would you rather Napoleon or Julius Caesar? All right, I assume they mean be Napoleon or be Julius Caesar, and this isn't some sort of weird perversion of who are you gonna bang, who are you gonna have sex with, and who are you gonna kill kind of thing, with two options. To be fair though, I'd bang them both just to say I did, but definitely Julius Caesar, just because Napoleon seems to get a lot of shit. I don't know why. He was a fantastic military leader, and he wasn't even short. That's a measuring issue or something. But Julius Caesar, just way more famous. I'm gonna have to go with Julius Caesar because I feel like he's got longevity for him. People are going to know who he is for a very long time. And he's a cooler name, and you get to use, he used more swords. So more swords equals better choice. And that's science. Ask the Mythbusters guys. Jesus, why was that word so hard to say? 68% said Julius Caesar, 38% or 32% rather, I'm dumb, are incorrect. And that's all I'm going to do for today. My throat's killing me a little bit. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a rating. If you didn't, leave another rating, say leave it on the down. Don't give a fuck. So, anyway, that's all. Have a wonderful day. I'm going to go enjoy myself and in just infinite numbers of ways and have a great time. And I hope you do the same. And I love you.